Yeah, good morning, students. So, yesterday we have studied the method of series expansion, and yesterday the series expansion that we have studied is Taylor series expansion, right? Now, today we are going to study the same kind of a series expansion, another method. So, let us solve a problem by method 1 and 2 both. Fine. So hope you have understood yesterday that method. So let us take the problem. Let us say expand 1 upon z plus 1 upon z plus 1 about z is equals to 1 about z equals to 1 by Taylor series. Let us solve this series expansion by method first one. So let me write here method 1, and first write the Taylor series. What is Taylor series? F of z is equals to f of a plus f dash of a into z minus a raised to power 1 upon 1 factorial plus f double dash of a into z minus a square upon 2 factorial plus dot dot dot, right? At least you first calculate the first three terms, fine. So let's proceed for that. So what is your f of z? Our f of z is equals to 1 upon z plus 1, right? And what is a? Compare this with z minus a. So a is equals to 1. So therefore, let us calculate the derivatives f1, f2, f dash of z is equal. What is the derivative of 1 by x? It's like 1 by x only. Minus time 1 upon x square into differentiation of this is 1. F double dash of z is equals to minus time, if this is the numerator will be 10 raised to z plus 1 raised to power minus 2. So this minus 1 and this minus 2 will be plus 2 into z plus 1 raised to power minus 3, no? Minus 3. F triple dash of z is equals to 2 3s are 6 minus 6 times z plus 1 raised to power minus 4 into differentiation of this is 1. So thus this gives me f dash of z is equals to a. A is having value 1. So if you put 1 into it, you will get 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 square is 4. So minus 1 by 4, right? And this will give me f double dash of z equals to 1. This is equals to plus 2 into 1 plus 1, 2. 2 raised to power minus 3. That means 2 by 2 cube. 2 by 2 cube, that means 2 upon 2 square. That means 1 by 4. Isn't it? 1 by 4. And this is minus 6. And this is 2 raised to power minus 4. Let me write here. F triple dash at z is equals to 1 is equals to minus 6 upon 2 raised to power 4, right? So this 2 raised to power 4, that means I will write 2 into 2 cube. This gives you minus 3 upon 2 cube. Isn't it? Now you can put these values into your series. So this will give you f of z equals to 1 is equals to f of a. F of a is this. Yes, f of a z is equals to 1 is equals to, you can put z is equals to 1 and this will give you a value half. So this first term is half plus f dash of a. F dash of a is minus 1 by 4. This is minus 1 by 4 into z minus a, that means z minus 1 raised to power 1, plus f double dash of a. F double dash of a is 1 by 4, so plus 1 by 4 into z minus a square upon 2 factorial, that means 2 only, plus next is f triple dash of a. F triple dash of a is minus times 3 upon 2 cube into z minus 1 raised to power 3 upon 3 factorial. 3 factorial is a 6. So if you simplify this, you will get this, and 2 raised to 4 you will get here, and here you will get 8, and then plus dot dot dot. You are having infinite number of terms, and therefore f of z is equals to 1 is equals to 1 half, and this 1 half I can take out common from all the term. Everywhere you are having a 1 half. So here first term will be 1 minus z minus 1 raised to power 1 plus 1 half is outside. Here you will get z minus 1 bracket square by 4. This 1 half is out now, and you will be having z minus 1 cube divided by 2 cube plus dot dot dot. This is the answer, right, by first method. Now how to solve the same thing by second method? I think the last part is not visible. I will write it. I will write here, and then we'll solve the second method. I don't need this one also. I will. So what is your f of z is equals to 1 is 1 half into bracket 1 minus z minus 1 raised to power 1 plus z minus 1 square upon 4 minus z minus 1 cube divided by 2 cube, right? This is the answer by method 1, and let's now go for second method. So what's your function? F of z is equals to 1 upon z plus 1 is our function, and you are asked to expand around z is equals to 1, right? This means that you have to expand around z minus 1 equals to 0, right? So let us do some substitution. This is method 2, method 2. So let us say this z minus 1 is equals to t, fine, and therefore this gives you the value for z is equals to t plus 1. Now put z is equals to t plus 1 in the given function, and therefore your original function f of z will change f of t plus 1, and this will be equals to 1 upon t plus 2, right? As you are putting z is equals to t plus 1, that means t plus 2, right? Once you got this function, the transformation of a function from z to t, now write this 1 upon t plus 2 in such a way that you will be able to write this in terms of 1 plus x raised to power something, right? So to do that, what I will do, I will take out 1/2 common from it, 2 common from the denominator, and hence you will get this is equals to 1 plus t by 2. Got it? 2 outside, here you will be left with 1 plus t by 2, and in a more simplified way I will be writing this is equals to 1/2 times 1 plus t by 2 raised to power minus 1. Now once you get this 1 plus x raised to power minus 1, now you are knowing this formula, 1 plus x raised to power minus 1 and 1 minus x raised to power minus 1. These, you will get these two expansions by using binomial expansion, right? A plus b raised to power n. So 1 plus x raised to power minus 1 and 1 minus x raised to power minus 1. What is its expansion? 1 minus x raised to power minus 1 is equals to 1 plus x square plus x cube plus dot dot dot. All terms are positive, right? And 1 plus x raised to power minus 1 is 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus dot dot dot. That means all odd power terms are negative. Now use the formula here or expansion here. You are having 1 plus x raised to power minus 1. So all terms are positive, and hence you will get f of t plus 1 is equals to 1/2 into bracket, you will get into bracket 1. First term is 1 plus x raised to power minus 1, no? So minus x is a t by 2, so you will get t by 2 plus x square, that means t square by 4, is that it? Minus x cube, that means t cube by 2 cube. 2 cube is, I will write 2 cube as it is, because here we are having 2 cube only, right? So next term you can write plus x raised to power 4, that means t by 2 raised to power 4. So t raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 4 minus dot dot dot, right? So now this will give you 1/2 times 1 minus, now put your substitution. T is equals to z minus 1. Z is equal to t plus 1, no? So t is equal to z minus 1, right? Put it again here. So you will get z minus 1, no? Minus time z minus 1 by 2. Here you must have a 2 here. We need to check it again. Yes, here we are having a 2. By mistake I may have forgotten. So this is 2 plus t square, that means z minus 1 bracket square, z minus 1 bracket square by 4 minus t cube, z minus 1 bracket cube by 2 cube plus dot 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 dot, right? And if you compare this and earlier answer, both you will get the same answer. So f of z is equals to this. So what is the first method and second method? So in the second method you are going for a series expansion by using binomial expansion and putting some substitution for it. And in the first method you are calculating the derivatives for the series, and once the derivatives are calculated you can put into it. Both are simple, you can use any one, whichever is suitable for you. Let's go for the next example. One more example wherein you need to do some partial fractions. This is a simple kind of example, so let's do one more. Yes. So next example is your function f of z is equals to z plus 1 upon z plus 1 upon z plus 3 z minus 3 z minus 4, not plus, it's minus, and z minus 4, and you are asked to expand this complex function around z is equals to 2. This is given to you. So what this gives you equation z minus 2 equals to 0, and put some substitution here. So I can say put z minus 2 is equals to t, and therefore you will get the value for z is equals to t plus 2 into above relation. If you put z is equals to t plus 2, your relation will change to t plus 2. F of t plus 2 is equals to z is equal to t plus 2 plus 1, that means t plus 3 divided by t plus 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is minus 1, that means t minus 1, and z minus 4, that means t plus 2 minus 4. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2, so t minus 2, right? So your relation is completely changed into t plus 3 divided by t minus 1 and t plus 2. So this and this both are completely different, right? It's different just for looking, but both are same, isn't it? Now write this right hand side in such a way that you will be able to write it in the form of 1 plus x raised to some power. Power may be minus 1 plus 1, right? But to do that, you need to do the partial fractions. Otherwise, you cannot simplify the right hand side. And to do this, use a partial fraction. This partial fraction topic we already studied in the 12th standard. So, to simplify this, let me write the right hand side again. T plus 3 divided by t minus 1 into t minus 2. So this can be written in unknown terms. A divided by this denominator t minus 1 and t minus 2. These unknown terms we have to find out a and b. So t minus 1 and t minus 2. If I make the denominator of right hand side common, and to make that common, this is not same on both sides. You have to make it common. So t minus 1 for the first term and t minus 2 for the second term, right? T minus 2. So this right hand side will give you a into t minus 2 plus b into t minus 1. Denominator will be a common. This denominator gets cancelled to each other, and you will be having this t plus 3 is equals to this, isn't it? Right? And therefore I can say for t is equals to 2, your a is equals to 0 and your b is equals to b is equals to how much? For t is equals to 2, this goes to 0, and for this t is equal to 2, this becomes 2 minus 1, that means 1. So b is equals to 2 plus 3, 5. Similarly, for t is equals to 1, your b becomes 0. Make b first, a first 0, and then in another case b is equals to 0, and your a will become so t minus 1 is minus a, and here 4, right? So a will be a minus 4, isn't it? Now put this a and b value into above fractions, and your function f of t plus 2 now becomes equals to how much? A divided by t plus 1, that means minus 4 upon t minus 1, and plus b upon t minus 2. What is b? B is 5. So b upon t minus 2. Got it? Yes. Now this is simplified form. Now we got this is equals to, I can write this denominator and this both denominator as 1 plus t or 1 minus t raised to some power. So let's simplify that. So f of t plus 2 is equals to minus 4 upon, now I can take out negative sign common so that this becomes a positive, right? And here you can write this term as a 1 minus t. So 1 minus t, right? Negative sign taken out common, this becomes a positive, and this case I can take out minus 2 common. So here I will get minus half or minus 5 by 2, minus 5 by 2 into 1 minus t by 2 raised to power minus 1. Now f of t plus 2 is equals to 4 into 1 minus t raised to power minus 1 minus 5 by 2 into 1 minus t by 2 raised to power minus 1. Now you can use that expansion of 1 minus x raised to power minus 1, and if both the signs are negative, all terms are positive, so you will get f of t plus 2 is equals to 4 into, here you will get 1 plus t plus t square plus t cube plus dot dot dot, right, minus 5 by 2 into bracket 1 plus x raised to power minus 1, that means 1 plus t square plus t cubed plus dot dot, right? So this is how you got the expansion. Now just simplify this, and to simplify this, how you can simplify this? You can simplify just taking out t common, because here you are having a t, here you are having a t, right? And therefore in the next term, next step, you will get t plus 2, f of t plus 2 is equals to now see, this constant term is 4 here, and here the constant term is minus 5 by 2. So 4 minus 5 by 2 is equals to how much? 8 minus 5 by 2. So 3 by 2, right? So the first term you will get equals to 3 by 2 plus, now this is 4t, and this is how much? This is minus 5t by 4, right? So 4t will be equals to 8t by 4, 8t by 2. So 8t by 2 minus 5t by 2. That means 3t by 2, isn't it? Or I can simplify by taking out 2 common so that you can understand it well. So here you will be left with 4 and minus t is taken out, so you are having here 5 by 4, not 5 by 4. I might be wrong while calculating. So in the next term you will get plus, you can take out t square common. If the t square is taking out common, you will be left with 4 minus t square is taken out common, you will be having here 5 by 8, right, plus t cube you can taken out common. If t cube is taken out, here you will be left with 4 minus, and here you are having 5 by 16 plus dot dot dot, right, and now you will get the final answer here. I will write it here. Now just simplify the last step, and if you simplify this, your answer f of t plus 2 is equals to, first term 3 by 2 is as it is, plus t plus, now 4 minus 5 by 4 will be equals to how much? Equate the denominator, you will get 16 minus 5. 16 minus 5 is 11 by 4, isn't it? Yes, so 11 by 4 t plus, next here you should make the denominator common, so here you must have 8 and 8, so 32 minus 5, 32 minus 5, that is 27 by 8, so 27 by 8 t square plus t cube, so t cube you must have here 16, 16 4s are 64, 64 minus 5 is a 61, 61 by 16 times t cube plus rest of the terms are there, right? 64 minus 5 no? Is a 59, sorry, this is not 61, this is 59, and now put again your given substitution, so t plus 2 is equals to z, so put the, right, so f of z is equals to 3 by 2 plus 11 by 4 times t is equal to z minus 2 plus 27 by 8 z minus 2 square plus 59 by 16 z minus 2 cube. This, got it? So this is your series expansion, and hope both methods you will find simple. Just the way of solving the problem is different in both the methods. And in the next video, we will study the Lorentz series expansion. So thank you for this.